Hey guys, this is gamingwithtape, and today you join me for episode 3 of season 4 of Fighter Jet Showdown, and we start with some planes, of course. The first will be the KF-1 Butterfly FGS, which I guess is just the Fighter Jet Showdown designation. This comes to me from Kerbal Fury, and it's a really nice looking plane. It is based on something real, I think, but I've forgotten what that is. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It's got this weird kind of very forward air intake system with its air brakes, which I'm not sure how effective will be. I kind of feel like that might flip the plane. Anyway, but yeah, lots of control surfaces, looks pretty nice, pretty well armed. It'll be interesting to see how this does. I am liking my fairly unconventional fighters we've been seeing. These will be going up against a wingman pair, the F-52 Salamanca, and the J-39 Griffin. These come to me from Joe, and these are, well, interesting pair, don't look a lot alike. This is a very nice kind of almost conventional looking fighter, underslung engines, nice big wings, pretty well armed, and the F-52 of course kind of a bit of a flying wing type thing, kind of quite wide wings, could do well, could be a lot of drag though. Also pretty well armed, also really nice looking, but let's get them into the air and see how they do. So here we go. Get them fighting. So these ones are both dual-engined. These are three-engined. We haven't seen any other three-engined fighters in the season so far, but they will obviously have quite a lot of thrust, and we might see some more in the series. Who knows? Anyway, yes, they get away now. It looks like everyone's fairly, yeah, they all look pretty controllable. When they shake around too much, just flying normally, it's a little worrying, but yeah, these look quite nice, just hanging in the air, don't they? I think this guy might have his engines off. Anyway, pretty quickly we're into combat. Missiles away. Looks like these guys fire first. These guys still they're firing. It's all good. Missiles going in. No one's blown themselves up with their own missiles. Where's this guy's wingman? I think just behind him. Everyone diving low now, of course, to avoid missiles. The AMRAAM's going very fast, but with enough countermeasures. And what's this over there? The J-39. Looks like it's being chased down by missiles. But oh no, it was a bit of a parallax error. There we go, he avoids them and gets away fairly nicely. Looks pretty maneuverable. Still no one exploded. I'm hearing some explosions of missiles. The F-52 doing pretty well. Might want to activate those afterburners to stay away from those missiles. Oh, takes a bit of a hit. Loses half a wing. This guy is probably down and out. Another missile comes in. Doesn't get him, but it's not looking good for this guy. How's the J-39? Pretty good. Both the KF-1s looking fine. No one's been damaged. Looks like the... Ooh, missile coming in though. Does manage to avoid it. Looks like the KF-1s might take this, given that the F-52 is already basically down. Gunfire opens up onto the J-39. The KF-1 is right on his tail. Can this guy get away? Oh, wow, that's a tight turning circle. Doesn't get hit at all. Turns around and actually puts a missile onto the back of the KF-1 and, ooh, doesn't take him out. That is surprising. Doesn't look like this guy's actually included ammo, so won't be able to use his guns. Bit of an oversight. I do use infinite ammo, but as I've said before, you do need to include ammo, otherwise the guns don't fire in guard mode. Gotta test that stuff. This guy gets hit with some bullets, rips off his wing, and it's not looking good for the J-39. Surely will suffer the same fate as the F-52, which has just gone down. The KF-1 right in his tail, strips him apart. He's still fighting, but he's not long for this world. Flips around and is damaged even more, and now will tumble into the ground. Yes, a bit of a shame on that one. I didn't notice that, but oh, he does have ammo, but only for his 50 cals? Oh, okay, it wasn't that then. Don't know what happened then. These... Oh, those might have just been... Oh, those are flare dispensers. Yeah, I need to bring that ammo, man. Anyway, it looks like the KF-1's kind of dominated anyway. If one actually may have hit the ground. Yeah, it looks like one of them hit the ground. May have been destroyed. I didn't see that, actually. May have been an accident. Maybe they did get a kill. Look at all that gunfire. That's a long burst length they've got set there. Anyway, alright, the KF-1s will be going to the semi-finals. Let's go and see who is next. So, the next planes that will be going up will be the Nighthawk X's, which are from Aerodynamic Cow. So, not sure cows can be aerodynamic, but okay. Another tri-engine fighter, actually. These are pretty nice, kind of unconventional. Weird forward control surfaces on the end of these kind of spikes, which makes it look very formidable. Lots of backward control surfaces. Lots of control surfaces in general, and lots of wings, lots of missiles. Looks pretty good, a lot of everything. I think these might do quite well. These will be going up against another wingman pair, the Arctic Eagle and Desert Falcon from Fiosage? I cannot pronounce this. Fiercish. Fiercish. I'm going to go with that. I'll just put it on screen. I'm sorry. I don't know how to put those letters together into a word. Anyway, the Arctic Eagle, a rather nice looking kind of very backward swept, tilty, scary looking plane. I like it a lot. Using ramjets. Odd choice because they have a higher top thrust but don't spool up very quickly and don't gimbal as much. But hey, they might be the maybe they are the best option. This will be paired up with the Desert Falcon, I'm guessing based on the F-16, sort of F-16y, and of course has the designation Falcon, but obviously not totally, but maybe a little bit inspired by it. Anyway, yeah, this looks pretty nice. Lots of control surfaces, gimbaling engine, could be quite good. Let's get it into the air and see who shall win. Buddy. Oh, shit. Alright, I may have totally forgot to turn on the engines of one of the craft and then not quick save and then had to relaunch them all, but it's fine! Alright, so the Eagle and the Falcon getting into the air. The Eagle, of course, same designation as the F-15, but does not actually look much like it. How are the Nighthawks doing? Looking pretty good. Knight spelt like knight as in suit of armor, defend the queen, knight sort of thing, although I guess knights don't really defend the queen anymore, they just sort of give money to charity? How do you get a knighthood these days? I should get myself a knighthood, go to royal weddings and shit. Those look fun. I watched the one on the weekend. It was like, oh, yeah, remember when this was a thing? Anyway, alright, the fight's starting. Anyway, okay, missiles away from the F-15 and 16, from the Falcon and Eagle. I'm probably just going to accidentally call them the 15 and 16 the whole time, so yeah. These guys appear to get higher much faster, but have spun out. Okay, well that's not ideal. Oh, he's gained control again. Being able to spin out and gain control actually is a pretty useful skill in a dogfight because it allows you to be kind of super, very maneuverable in a... Ooh, that's a lot of missiles. That's going to be very maneuverable if you can lose control. A lot of fighters nowadays are actually aerodynamically unstable, so that they can be more maneuverable in dogfights, but that has drawbacks, and also you do need quite a complex computer system to keep them in control. Ooh, missiles moving in, everything's looking good. The Arctic Eagle getting chased down by this Nighthawk, doing quite a nice job of staying behind him. Behind us, looks like there's a bit of a joust going on. I want to see this. Missiles getting fired, but this guy has the Desert Falcon right on his tail. Will the Falcon put down fire? Maybe. Does he have ammo? He does. Okay, good. He is firing at sort of nothing. Maybe he's trying to lead his shot. There's a lot of stuff happening, and I'm not exactly sure what's going on. A lot of missiles around. Of course, there is a guide to maybe not using too many missiles, but I never set an actual rule on missiles because, well, I don't know. You know, I'd probably set it too low because, oh, that guy gets a little bit of a hit, but is not totally dead. But now the Nighthawk comes in with some gunfire. Looks like the Desert Falcon is trying to light up the Nighthawk. This is all over the place. Who will win? It is on the side of the Nighthawks right now. But that Desert Falcon is putting down a lot of fire. He is now shooting. Oh, he's shooting at this Nighthawk. Will he take him down? Doesn't look like he's being very accurate, actually. And, oh, gets hit by the other Nighthawk. He's alive. Maybe lost something small, but it's kind of hard to say. Looks like the Arctic Eagle is very, very much dead now. And the Nighthawk is still distracted by him, so the F-16 might get a kill, actually. I'm just going to keep calling it the F-16, fuck you. Putting a lot of gunfire on it, flying beautifully, but just doesn't seem to be very accurate. I don't know what that's about. Maybe having a hole in the craft confuses BD Armory. Look at this. It's just firing off to the side. That is interesting. Oh, now it's coming in, though. Maybe he will get a kill, but this guy is so much faster than the Eagle. Within the Falcon even, because he has 3 engines and this guy only has 1. This guy is putting down a lot of fire. This is a fantastic aircraft. He's actually kind of dominating the sky. I doubt he'll win because there's 2 enemy craft, but even though he's quite slow and he's doing extremely well, I'm very impressed with this. Not very accurate either. I have no idea what that's about. Maybe it's gun placement or the Nighthawks being rather odd looking, but oh, look at that stream of gunfire. This is why we have infinite ammo on, by the way, so that we can just have infinite dogfights. But this guy finally gives up the go. Takes quite a lot of fire, actually. Probably. Ooh, he's still up though. He's dead, but he's still going. Did take quite a lot of fire. We have seen some craft in these competitions get hit quite a lot and survive quite a lot of hits. I guess it's good to build your craft out of some fairly strong materials. Oh, the Nighthawk crashed into the ocean as the Desert Falcon does, and This Nighthawk, however, is still alive. Okay, so the Nighthawks win with 1 loss from just insane dive. That was a good dogfight. That F-16, the Falcon, really held up well. Anyway, let's move on to the next round of the semi-final to see who will be going... No, next round of the qualifier to see who will be going to the semi-final. Alright, so next up is the LU-67/A Fuken. Fuken? Maybe it's the Fuken best, eh? Anyway, yeah, this comes to me from David, and it is paired with the CE-101 Mark V Cobra. And these are both nice looking craft, fairly conventional looking, and you know I like me some conventional craft. Looks like they've got quite a few control surfaces here, doubled up. No rule against clipping control surfaces, but yeah. And then some structural panels on the top. Could be quite good at defending, although might be quite heavy. And yeah, just pretty nice looking planes. Pretty well armed, pretty good looking things. Let's see if they're, well, good enough to take on the FD-7 Tuken from Voldov, who actually had a ship named after him in Fold of Kerbin, so whose name I always recognize. This is using some of the B9 Cheetah afterburning turbofans. Even though they are Cheetah engines, they are not cheating. They're quite good at gimbaling up and down, but they don't gimbal side to side, much like the engines on the F-22. You can use modded engines as long as they're basically just normal engines, so yeah. Anyway, these are pretty nice, kind of look a little bit like those F-101s or whatever from last time that did really well with the 50 cals. But yeah, they're pretty cool. Anyway, let's get them into the air. I've noticed a bit... I'm going to quick save because I've been forgetting to do that. I've noticed a bit, actually, that some people have not been tucking their ammo boxes into their aircraft. You can do that. You can clip parts, just not engines, if you were wondering. Anyway, these take off fairly quickly. These guys take off about the same time. That's always a good indicator. Yeah, you can see all this stuff bunched up at the back. You can just tuck it in, you know, it's fine. Anyway, so yeah, I'm interested to see who'll win. These are both quite nice. These have 50 cals on them and 20 mils. Do they have backup? Yeah, look, they've got a bunch of 50 cals and then some 20 mils. I noticed that in testing. What the? That's an odd choice. Oh, cool. I mean, you know, always good to have backup guns. I don't think you can use them all at the same time, though. But, yeah, that's cool. This turning actually pretty slowly. These don't have their gimbal on. I don't know why you wouldn't turn the gimbal on. I mean, that probably seems like it'll hamper the aircraft. But yeah, you can use gimbal. Anyway, these guys diving low, avoiding missiles. The other planes doing the same, trying to get out of the way. That guy, 2 missiles coming in. They're looking pretty close, but they seem to hit some flares or chaff or something. A missile going in for that FD-7. Manages to avoid it though. Now we've got an FD-7 right close to us. Will it get some gunfire away? Not really in a good position for it, but we get to wave at him as he passes. This guy right on the tail of this FD-7. Let's go and see if we can find him, because then we can see the whole battlefield from here. Yes, so everyone kind of twirling around, still avoiding missiles. This guy getting right on the back of the CE-101, puts some fire down, doesn't kill him, but, well, still going. It looks like the other FD-7 is also... Oh no, the LU-67 is now lighting up one of the FD-7s, but this guy's here to his rescue. We'll try and ward him off with some missiles, while the other... CE-101 is on the back of this. Too many names now. The Wingman edition has become too confusing. Yeah, not a ton of damage being exchanged. Some cursory shots and lots of missile fire. But it looks like this guy is coming in for an attack run now. If he can just get behind him. But this guy's actually heading towards him, so it's not looking super great. And now he's on the tail of the FD-7. The gunfire comes in. I wonder if that's 50 cal or 20 mil. I imagine it's 20 mil. Anyway, it looks like this guy, they're about the same speed and maybe the ooh, no, missile almost got him. About the same speed and maneuverability, it seems like, so I'm not sure this guy will be able to get away, actually. Got a missile coming in, it looks like, from the CE-101. Might be going after that FD-7, which does look like he's actually being chased by a missile. Can't see right now. This guy's, still taking fire, but just not able to get out of here. Dives low, pulls a bit of a split S, but as a missile comes for him, tears him apart, and then he slams into the ground. And we'll switch to the other one just before that happens and watch the fight continue. This guy does have both of the enemies pinned in front of him though, so he might be able to get some good missiles away. Fired one at the LU-67. Yeah, these seem like quite evenly matched aircraft, so it's just a shame this guy got... Ooh! Missile comes in and destroys him. A bit of a domination then, maybe not too evenly matched. So the CE-101 and the LU-67A will be going to the semi-final. But who will be joining them? Let's go and find out. So the next craft that will be going up will be the Spearhead Mark IIIs from Aiden, which is actually a more F-16y looking fighters. They're fairly F-16y looking. Got the tail plane kind of right, and everything else kind of a wide but small body, single engine. Look pretty nice using the engine pre-cooler, which I think improves the performance of the engine. Very nice looking planes, fairly realistically armed and well armed. Again, external flare dispensers. Just tuck them in, man. Makes it look a little nicer. And yeah, pretty good aircraft, pretty nice looking things. These will be going up against the X-Ray Liberator, which come to me from Maximus Light, who has submitted lots of craft in the past under X-Ray designations. The X-Ray Tenken, I think the first one, and then the X-Ray Firestorm, always done quite well. These are very nice. This is the X-Ray Liberator Mark IIs. He did submit a Mark III with some modded engines, which I installed the mod, didn't work. Don't really know why, I don't know, but that's why I'm using the Mark IIs, if you're wondering. Just that one guy. Everyone else is like, who cares, man? These, however, do break one rule by having an engine clipped a little too much. I mean, I could see why you'd think that wasn't, but I've turned that engine off because we've seen, like, craft with a tiny bit of, like, these engines will be touching each other, but I think that is just a bit too much using impossible space. So I have turned that off just to keep it fair to everyone else. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing these fight. I think they're all set up. We're quick saved. Let's get them into the air and see who will win. Now, the X-Ray fighters in the past have always been extremely good, so it'll be nice to see how they do. Might perform a little worse than Max thought they would, because it's not using that engine, but still, it should be okay. And the Spearhead Mark IIIs, looking rather nice, and testing they were quite maneuverable. It is hard to get the F-16 right, actually. It seems like something that will be quite easy. But getting the body to actually look like the F-16 is difficult, and getting it to fly well, especially with one engine, is not an easy task. But you can see these just throwing themselves around. They are very nice aircraft. I do like them. I like them a lot. Anyway, it's competition distance now. Everyone turns around. It looks like the X-Rays have fired their missiles first. Tend to turn quite quickly, do these X-Rays. A lot of control surfaces, a lot of wing surfaces, a very detailed plane with well, the maximum number of guns, all four. I think these spearheads are just using the 2, which is a pretty good amount. 2 guns seems to be the kind of one most people go for, but some people like to use 4 just because it's more gunfire. I mean, it probably is advisable to use 4. I prefer fighters that use 1 because it's more realistic, but apparently realism doesn't win you this competition. Alright, gunfire's already erupted onto one of the spearheads from the X-Ray, ripped apart just instantly. Its whole wing gone. This guy's still alive, but is followed up by the wingman. Not to be mean to the spearheads, but I kind of saw that coming. The X-Rays in the past have been obscenely good, but it looks like we'll now crash into the ground. Nice. Oh, no, he doesn't! Holy shit! He had his wheels out and everything. Oh, wow. That was maybe the quickest fight I've ever seen. Yeah, that's what... These are some good aircraft, even without the extra engine. These are really nice. But anyway, yeah, these will be going to the semi-finals, and let's go see those semi-finals right now. Alright, so the first round of the semi-finals is, of course, between the Nighthawk X and the KF-1 Butterfly. Let's get them into the air. And these kind of almost look like cousin planes, really, with the kind of focus on weird-looking forward control surfaces, both triple-engined, kind of, I think, similarly armed. This is quite an interesting fight, then. So... yeah, it'll be interesting to see who wins. I like me some unconventional fighters. They actually tend to do quite well, well-built unconventional fighters, because you're not constrained by trying to build something that looks like something else. So I do very much like conventional fighters, and the winner of the first ever Fighter Jet Showdown, the overall winner, was a Sukhoi replica. I'm not sure about the other two, I can't remember. Maybe one day well, actually after Season 4 we would have enough craft to do some kind of King of Kings fight, wouldn't we? That'd be quite fun. Anyway, so yes, alright, missiles away, diving low. Probably will have no power problem since they all have 3 engines. This guy's slipping away a sneaky missile, firing it down and allowing it to turn itself. Both Nighthawks probably being chased down by missiles, looking pretty good. Looks like they're mostly coming for this guy. But he looks like he might get away. These are coming in pretty close, but he's popping chaff. He's popping chaff, he'll be fine. And they do indeed miss. The KF-1 Butterflies seem to be, well, having the same result, avoiding missiles fairly easily, exchanging more, just trying to maybe eke out an early kill. Always helpful to make it a 2-on-1 fight, then it's pretty much to the people who have 2. Very rarely do you see a single fighter to get its way out of a 2-on-1, although we have seen it, so, you know, never discount how amazing one fighter can be. Missiles coming in, just missing. I think this guy's probably going too fast, really. Although every time I say that, a craft explodes. So, it's a superpower I have. Anyway, so yeah, the fight seems to be split apart now into two one-on-ones. This guy, opening up a tiny bit, and is now on the tail of the Nighthawk. Will he be able to destroy him? Will he be able to destroy him? No, I think I said the exact same thing twice. I meant to say something else. Well, it looks like one of the Nighthawks has crashed. They have been known to do that. We did see one of them crash another time. Maybe it was killed, but it seems more like it crashed. And this one is being shot at by the KF-1, already getting hits. This guy's spinning out. You can see why the other one would have crashed. And is now just ripped apart by the other KF-1, hovering in the air as he is just destroyed. Wow, that was a quicker fight than I thought. I thought these would be more well balanced, but these just have a tendency to flip out, which is really not what you want in a dogfight. When you're building a maneuverable craft, make sure it is maneuverable, but not unstable. Anyway, alright, so the KF-1s will be going to the final for a chance at getting into the grand finale of this series. But who will be joining them? Let's go and find out. The second round of the semi-final, of course, between the LU-67A, the CE-101, and the X-Ray Liberators. Let's get them into the air. Now, the CE-101 and LU-67, the only actual wingman pair to get through the qualifiers in this episode. Very impressive. I really do like how this looks. I really like a craft with really nicely done contours. Sounds like a metaphor, but it's not. It just looks really, really nice, I have to say. But if I were a betting man, I might give it to the X-Ray Liberators. Like, these were insane in the last fight. Those F-16s were no sitting ducks. Those were, no lame ducks even. Those were some good craft. You can just see these look mean. They look advanced. They look brutal. And these aren't even the ones with the modded engines. But anyway, never count your eggs before they hatch. Never count your chickens before they fight in a dog fight. Never count your dogs before they... anyway, I think it's just never count your chickens before they hatch, but that's all lame. Anyway, so missiles coming in. These guys diving to avoid. Really, really maybe should have turned that gimbal on. Yeah, so the missiles are coming in, and it looks like they will avoid them. This guy's wingman also... maybe... No, he was destroyed by a missile. Now it is one-on-one, although that guy actually looks like he has most of his body left, so it might be okay. But the Liberators are upon them, bringing liberation and probably not freedom to these people. The guns light up and, rip apart both the craft simultaneously. Oh, not quite, this guy's getting away! Run, man! And is then subsequently ripped apart by the X-Ray Liberator. And the other one, it doesn't even exist anymore. That was as quick as the last one. Like, I think victory against the Liberators is lasting longer than their first gun run. Jesus Christ. I think these might go all the way. I think they might go all the way. These are amazing. Don't feel bad about losing to the X-Rays, though. They're quite good. But are they good enough to defeat the KF-1s? Let's go and see who will go to the final today. So, here we are at the final with the KF-1s from Kerbal Fury and the X-Ray Liberators from Max Light. Let's get them into the air and see who will go to the grand finale. The X-Ray Liberators, obscenely good so far. I mean, well, Max has submitted a lot of craft. They've gotten gradually just more obscenely good. So, yeah, these are some really nice craft, which I may steal some design elements from for my fighters in Kerbal Rising. Or send me these with antimatter engines on them, and then Penguin will never take a planet again. Do it. Alright. And the KF-1s, of course, extremely good. I'm not counting these out. I think if there is any craft that can defeat them, defeat the X-Rays, or maybe even just phase them, these will be it. Turning quickly, although, oh my god, these are already pointing forward. I haven't actually seen these turn yet. I'm going to watch this from the Liberator's perspective. We haven't seen that yet. Let's see what these do. So they're firing missiles, but they've got missiles coming in for them. Maybe? No. They don't. Wow, that's being able to fire missiles that quickly pretty much just puts you right... It just puts you at a massive advantage there. That is quite impressive. The KF-1 does outrun the missile, and maybe just in time to actually turn around and fight a little bit. This guy also avoids the missile. Another missile coming in. This guy has not opened up yet, but is in gun range and now is opening up with his 4 machine gun. Well, his 4 chain guns and rips apart the KF-1. The other X-ray Liberator trying to do the same, but not quite managing to destroy him yet. Although, I gotta say, it's not looking great, and the KF-1 explodes. A very slightly longer fight than the others, but not long enough. Both the KF-1s are indeed destroyed. Yeah. Oh no, this guy's still alive-ish. He just doesn't have any air intakes. Oh well, we can see him die. Yeah, this guy doesn't have air intake, so it's probably over. But hey, definitely the longest fight, so good job! Jesus Christ. You know, I mean, I have been thinking for a while that this series basically just distills in a kind of min-maxy kind of way, just the most obscenely kind of, not hacky, but you know what I mean? Just like, well, I don't know. This has just got all the things. It's actually a triplane with front canards, you know, back canards, just all the stuff. So yeah, this will be going to the grand finale. Congratulations to everyone who submitted craft today, but especially to Max Light. This is insane. I want to see them fight each other, murder each other. Go! Oh fuck, he's right on his tail. Oh, this won't last long. Oh, dumb. Alright, well, it's all you. Can a human fly this? Let's find out. Yes. This is really nice to fly. This is just stupid. This is... Why can't I throttle up, though? Oh, no, it is. Just the UI is broken. Okay. Alright. Alright. Anyway, yeah, okay. So the UI... They're so good they broke the UI. They killed the UI. It kind of always seems like these X-rays have a strategy more than just being really good fighters. Like I think the first X-rays that came in, like, utilized altitude really well. I don't know. They're always very memorable craft as well, as you can tell from my knowledge of all the ones submitted. Anyway, yeah, very impressive. I really like seeing these just kind of insanely distilled craft, you know, getting sent in. But yeah, if you have craft to send them in to either the Discord, to FGS submissions, or to my email address. It's in the description. You just do the thing. This craft is insane. It's really easy to fly, but it's very maneuverable. Very nice. Anyway, yeah, so like I said, send any craft. There's 3 more episodes, then we'll fight to the death, and it'll be great in the grand finale. But yes, I hope you've enjoyed this. This has been Caspi with Tape. I will see you next time.